Just last week, a district court in the Northern District of Illinois entered summary judgment in favor of the CFTC in a case involving fraud by an unregistered entity that promised steady returns in digital asset commodities such as Bitcoin and Ether. In its decision, the court reaffirmed that both Bitcoin and Ether are commodities under the Commodity Exchange Act.
And a very young man, this is a young man, he just turned 18. Oh, look at this. A very young man who's now going to college, got into every college he wanted to, and he made his choice. And he's a very good guy, I'll tell you. You know, I'm not allowed to call them boy, but he is my boy. He's my boy. They're all my boys, right? When you have sons, they can be any age. They're your boy, or they're always going to be. And he's a very special guy. Barron Trump. This is the first time he's ever done this. Barron. Where is Barron? Stand up. Look at him.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids' books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we had Bitcoin and crypto get a lift up. As I'm doing this video, we are pulling slightly back. And we have stocks booming again because we know Jerome is in the house. And we have the German government plans on selling more. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down. We have the dollar, which is down. We have volume in crypto right now down. And then we have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $423 billion. And again, guys, we have Jerome in the house. The little bit that I did listen to, it's the same old theater. I didn't expect a lot, but we normally get 1 or 2 people that bring out some type of truth. But these have been well scripted. Now we have Israel's decision on a digital shekel won't occur before the EU's call on a digital euro. And guys, we already know they're planning on the digital euro. We have Circle with that plan in motion. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. But guys, Israel is very important, guys. This is all biblical. Palestine, this is all biblical. Hamas, all biblical. And in order to bring on this fourth industrial revolution, they have to have the drums. And if you read the NWO book, we know WW3 is right around the corner, but we also know banks fund both sides in order to move us to their agenda, and the agenda is this digital economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale right now flat. And we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs buy up 654 million BTC over the last 3 days. And that definitely should offset some of this government selling. But remember, guys, it's bigger than that. We went down over $170 billion. Remember, the Fed just doesn't say, I took your money. They have to set up that distraction. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Dorsey's block partners with Core Scientific for Bitcoin mining chip project. And guys, remember, mining was under attack. And all of a sudden, we have these data centers and they're telling us all this energy that they need. Bitcoin mining has went on the back burner. Remember, guys, they set up those distractions. So therefore, you run away from the money because you're believing what the mainstream media is selling you. But at the same time, they behind the curtain bond. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have StarkNet token staking proposed by the end of the year. And we know how important staking is going to be in the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have the crypto payment startup Kulipa partners with MasterCard and Argent on debit card. And we talk about making it seamless. Whoever makes it seamless is the winner. And the fact is they'll be able to use Circle stablecoin, Paxos stablecoin without integrating any crypto technology. And then lastly, guys, we have the Tezos Foundation teams up with banks for non-custodial crypto card. And again, Banks is working with MasterCard. And these non-custodial cards, we know this is what the sheep are going to use. This is why it's so important for you to understand the technology. Because in the fourth industrial revolution, I guarantee you're going to be responsible for your own money, your own security. And because everything is going to be technology-based, if you get hacked, it's going to be on you. No safety net. Remember, guys, when these supercomputers come in, it's really not a code that the average person does that they're not going to be able to break. You're going to have to understand this technology. And that's the reason why it's so important for you to get in the lab. Have fun, enjoy this summer, but we can clearly see the fourth quarter and on, we're going to be in a movie. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team save New York. From COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.